Good evening, Lizzie boys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to cover a fake doll brand that is long gone because, Monster High is long gone, but these, I've known about them for a while, and I've been wanting to cover them, so I figured why not make a whole video dedicated to it because I know some things about the dolls, some things that I can say. I've also read up on some reviews and such. I'm going to link the one that I'm getting most of the images that I will be showing in this video from in the description of this video, because I don't want to, steal their pictures, that'd be messed up. So, with that, let's just get right into this, and you're welcome to comment your experience with these dolls if you've ever had one or seen them in the stores. Personally, I've seen them at a store that's, only in my state, so they aren't very widespread, though I did see them just maybe under 2 years ago, so they're somehow still around. I don't know where they got these from because I'm pretty sure these were discontinued a very long time ago. I think only 4 of them ever came out. But yeah. So let's actually get into this now. So this is the artwork for a doll line called Mystixx Vampires. The characters are named Talon, Azra, Siva, and Kalani. Interesting names. The art itself doesn't make it look like it's trying to copy Monster High that much. I mean, maybe with the sharp angles and such and the bigger heads, but Monster High didn't look this. It didn't look like this, So, it came out around the same time that Monster High was picking up in popularity. I want to say 2012 or 2013, but I feel like that's wrong. I'm not sure what year these dolls came out. I just know that they were created to capitalize off Monster High, and you can tell because they have very similar body structures to the Monster High dolls. So here's a picture of the actual dolls, and on the surface it doesn't look harmful. Just, this one is the Azra character. Kind of looks like Ghoulia, but with fangs, because the gimmick here is that they are, vampires, It's kind of cool. They come with 2 outfits. And the second one that she's not wearing actually looks kind of decent. You may notice on the box that it says turn head, 2 faces, and you may be wondering what that means. And now you may be seeing that her head looks kind of enlarged, kind of like when Delightful puts it in the acetone and it makes it swell up. Well, I'm about to show you why it looks like that. Just be ready, because when I saw this, I honestly shat myself, so, This is what the Mystixx Vampires' head looks like when you remove the wig, because the dolls come wearing wigs. Yeah, I'll explain why it looks like this now. So, what the box meant when it said 2 faces, turn head, and all that, is that these dolls have the gimmick of being 2 different, appearances in a way. The dolls come in a box with 2 wigs and 2 outfits because one is for the vampire appearance and the other is for the normal girl appearance, I guess. This one is still Siva, I think. I'm sorry, I really don't know their names. Though, you may notice that they seem to have bent arms and such in this picture, but no joints. So basically, these pictures where the dolls are posing are essentially a lie, because these dolls don't really have articulation. They only have, the basic 4 points, 5 points if you count the head. Overall, the clothing quality doesn't look too atrocious, but it's still pretty cheap looking, Here is a photo from that blog that I got most of the information on these dolls from, comparing the Monster High limbs to the Mystixx limbs. They are reviewing Siva, the doll in this picture, and as you can see, she has no bent limbs. And I'm pretty sure that her limbs don't bend at all. You may also notice that her arms are a bit shorter. If the Create a Monster doll next to her had her arms out straight, they would probably be longer. Another interesting thing is that Create a Monster dolls... Why did I say Create a Monster? They're the same size as the normal Monster High dolls. Basically, these dolls' clothing can fit on Monster High dolls, which does make me want to get one, but at the same time, they're a little difficult to get, I think. I just don't want to pay 20 bucks for one of these. They're so creepy. The head thing. I'm still not over the head thing. I don't know how anyone could be over the head thing after seeing it. It's just horrifying. Like, legitimately, what is this? I understand that they wanted to have it like a cool feature, like, oh, you can turn her head and then she's a normal girl and she's a vampire, but like, why not just make 2 heads for that? It would probably be hard to like remove, but like, if you do it like the Create a Monster heads, where it doesn't have like the delicate mechanisms inside and you can just kind of have like a little ball thing in there instead, like, then you could just safely switch the head. I don't know, maybe this company couldn't afford that, so they decided, hey, let's like make 2 heads in one. That won't traumatize children. Like, bro, why did they think this was a good idea? I know I'm rambling a lot, but this is legitimately horrifying to me. Like, it's cool that they actually put in the detail to make, like, different ear shapes for, like, the normal girl and the monster girl, and I honestly think that the normal girl doesn't have that bad of a face, but, like, this is horrific! Anyway, my rambles aside, here is a side-by-side comparison, and you can see that the Mystixx Vampire doll has a very large head compared to a basic doll like the Create a Monster. And her arms look thinner to me. Like, the legs are definitely different. Like, I feel like the legs are a little shorter, because the Monster High doll has her knees up, like, higher, you know? It looks like it's higher, but she's also on a stand, so maybe they're actually the same height? I'm not sure. But it's just like, you know, she actually vaguely looks like Farrah Goodfairy from Ever After High. Did Mystixx, like, predict Farrah? Here's another picture from that blog. It's honestly just one that I thought was funny because look at her arms. Like, why is she doing... They're, like, so short when you put them up by her head. Like, she looks like an alien. It doesn't even look like she has wrists. It's like, what is this? It just looks funny to me, so I had to share it. So as I've mentioned, I have seen a Mystixx Vampire in the store before. Well, in a store. And the one that I saw, I found a picture of it online. It is this doll, I believe. I just looked up Mystixx Vampires. So this is my phone. I didn't want to send this to myself, but I think it was this one. It was either that one or this one. I kind of like the outfit she's wearing, so in hindsight, maybe I should have bought it. It was only like $5. But, you know. None of these other ones look familiar to me. Like, I definitely would have remembered if I saw this. Because I noticed that something was funky about her head. But, like, I don't know. I feel like I would remember seeing a bigger box like this. So here I found this picture of all 4 of the Mystixx Vampires together. They all have the same face. I guess they couldn't afford to do much with that. But, like, overall, the normal girl face has, like, a better mold to it. I feel like this one tried too hard to have, like, really high cheekbones, and it just kind of makes them look like they've had really bad plastic surgery. I wonder how many people are going to say this one looks like Billie Eilish. Go ahead, comment it now, get it out of your system. But all in all, Mystixx Vampires are kind of fascinating to me in a way. Like, it's creepy that they've got 2 heads like that. Like, it's really creepy. But it's kind of, it's like a cool concept. It's good on paper, but not, like, in action, you know? Like, the 2 head thing does sound like it would be something cool. Until you just kind of... Until you give it to your kid and your kid comes crying to you when the doll's wig falls off and sees that her doll has 2 sides to its face. No back of the head. You can't I like your cut G that because you're just gonna be smacking another face. I know that this video hasn't really been like a thorough analysis of these dolls, and I'm sorry about that. I mostly just wanted to bring these into the public eye, but I don't really have much more to say. They existed. They were based on Monster High, obviously, trying to cash in on that sweet, sweet monster doll popularity. And that's it. They only lasted for the 4 dolls that I've shown you. Like, you know, the art of the dolls in this picture. Though, there is another thing of Mystixx called Mystixx Zombies, I believe. I'll cover those in another video if you guys want me to, but, yeah. Overall, these dolls existed. A little creepy. But, yeah. I'm sorry, I really don't know what to say here. It's like, these are a thing that happened, and they stopped happening. Thank God for that. But, anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next one. And, yeah, bye! I don't know what just happened.